this one's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
H.N. here. They stay on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Boy, 184 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now an option play on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A nice little juke. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Colts offense and Josh Downs making their way out. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Here's a second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 25.
Now Sanders. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. They'll drop this down to Taylor. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This taken in by Downs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Day. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard.
From the gun, it's Shador. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Sanders. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. the 23-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Looking to throw. Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Goodrich trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders. Quick slam caught by Pierce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. They come up now on second and 2. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Up comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. That's caught by Pitts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. He's got it with the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll try to do it himself. And he will have the Dolphins 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The home team's offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Got his man, it's Warren. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First down.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Day. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At the 38-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 94 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. To throw is Sanders. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
Colts, first down.
Sanders to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the handoff, Taylor. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. But it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Miami.
Now Achane on first and 10. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Here's second and 8. Pass incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So for the Colts, They climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2030 New Orleans Saints.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On the ground, it's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 33.
Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards there for number 15.
49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man here is Benson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Play action. It's Jackson. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Walter Nolan in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
16 yards. 1st down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Dallas.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. A gain of 14.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Jackson will keep it. Well, I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Cowboys offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
This is Lamb on the end around. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's James. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Zone read. Here's Benson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw again is Jackson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he's caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver. Successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. A lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 41-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The quick feet by Jackson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get low to those guys on offense and find a way to run through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Olave over the middle. The offense on third down today. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him. 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They run it with James. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. James. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain just 1. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just 1. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside. 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A run. Here's Lipke. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they know if it's watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up the first down.
130 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was taken down at the
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Malik Neighbors, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him. They're just shy of the midfield stripe. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 19-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 8. Again, Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys really creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a play fake here on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Landon Jackson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. James. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's James. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And 3.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Jackson now. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
James. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The slot man in motion right. Third and goal, Jackson. And he's got it. He's caught. End zone touchdown, New Orleans. From a yard out. And the Saints get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Left side to Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A gain of 6 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And they'll begin by running the option. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
They go play action now. Jackson tries the left side and finds Olave. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Complete to Chris Olave. 10 yards on the pickup.
They run the counter. It's James. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Throwing is Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. They work now on 2nd and 9. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they'll run it on the drag line. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. That one taken in by Neighbors. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll run here with Lipke. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Darius Alexander. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's James. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
In motion left goes Smith. Now Jackson. He's got Smith here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
In motion right is Smith. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
The Saints will line
They're going to try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Shifts by him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll take it near the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
40, Saints 30.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.